Thank you, Greg. Right, well, now Christmas at one time have been heralded by a famous advert called The Wonder of Woolies, which was Woolworths, of course, with which we're all familiar. So this is a bit about that. It's called The Wonder of Woolies. Citadel of commonality, a wander at will to see, ladybird sweaters, the chipmunks on 45, clamours for the top 10, counter girls fresh out of school trying to be adults, men's tools pre-plastification for practical householder DIY tips, flotillas of makeup, all a sparkle, magnolia stockrooms, the drone of fluorescent tubes, docking bays of glitterball pick and mix, so many for so much, bonus offers, Bic pens, school pencils, the early appearance of zipped stiff cases, staff who knew their places. Today, Jeremy is in charge of stock taking, pre-computer. Stationery is doing well. Christmas coming on, an early resurrection for toys. Reindeers are hitched up. The prospect of Santa sending children a tugging on sleeves. Outside, a northerly wind tugs at autumn leaves. Thank you. And this one is about poems who are a bit anal about their work. I think a lot of us are. I certainly am anyway. But so this is called Old Wine in Old Bottles. I recently wrote a poem about a poem I once wrote. It was descriptive of it, but also a rewrite. And in case of confusion, I retitled it, cross-referencing the work and placing it firmly on the list for a new collection, which is in the pipeline. Other than this rewritten poem, there are some old favourites, that's to say, ones whose structure had been altered in an altogether more challenging way. The title of the new collection will be called, on second thoughts, I might hang fire on that, as I'm considering a fundamental rethink on nature's good intentions and the effects of global warming on riverbanks and estuaries. Thank you. With apologies to Aileen, because this is a Scottish type of poem, but it's very, very, very light-hearted, I hope. And it's not by William McGonagall or Robbie Burns, so that's good. It's called Scottish Hardware. Robert the Diest took Bannockburn. A descendant repelled the English at Culloden, who sold his wares at Scottish fairs and marketed the sporran. Stories like this on wild nights can shiver the balls off a bull, but Robert the Diest lighted the fires that showed the way for all. His family legacy soldiers on from tartans to Tomerite, now in stock. His reputation crossing the border together with bulbs and the wind-up clock. Thank you. Time for one more, Greg? Or?
Yep.
Thank you. After the Clocks Go Back, this is called, and it's a November poem. I make sense of the rubbish, quite at home at the end of my garden, screened off with all the functionality of a French pissoir. The incinerator, proud with rust, wheezes in its own smoke. Leaves have come to terms with their maker. Though the air festers in imminent rain, being indoors traps me. Now the shed hunches with its good nature, comfortable in the dampness of autumn. The mouldering compost heap, under warm, long discarded carpeting, whispers of convention. A laurel bush nearby seems offended, a ladylike presence spurned. I put a strap to it for support last year. What more could I do? This corner is for guilt and redemption, like a sort of crematorium in the fullness of sad time. No regrets, though, as the spirals take to the air, surrendering. Wood converts to carbon, settling back with a black grin. It cheers me up, as once more I learn the benefits of patience after the clocks go back. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ray.
Thank you. Great.
I see Aileen's just complimented you on your Scottish accent, but we can tell her that Ray's very good at accents.
Oh, that's very nice to know. Thank you so much.